Hello students. In my last video I had explained on the topic the working capital management. What is working capital management? How it is going to play a vital role in an organization. See, I've been telling you since like day one video of this particular subject, corporate financial management. See, here four decisions that plays a very vital role. The first one is the financing decision, where financing, it talks about how you as a firm you are going to raise in the funds. Of course there are multiple sources available for you, to raise in the funds, to procure or ascertain the funds, but you are going to determine the nature and the size of your organization. Based on that, you are going to raise the funds what is required to the organization. Second one is the investment decision. See, out of the funds, from where all you have accumulated, the next thing is that you will go ahead with investing. As a financial manager, you will make an ideal decision with respect to where you have to spend, where you have to put in your money. Is it in a form of investing in the project or purchasing an asset, right? So it can be in form of investing in shares, in debentures, bonds, right? Again, it all depends upon the investor. Fine. So now what is working capital? The third one comes is the working capital. Working capital is something where it states about the funds what you require in order to run your day-to-day operations. Working capital is something which is achieved for a shorter period of time, right? And the last one what we have is the dividend decision. Dividend decision, it talks about out of the profits what the organization has earned, out of that a portion of profits will be shared among the shareholders, and a portion of profits will be retained in form of a retained earnings. It can be called as a plowing back of the profits, where the organization can use it for the growth, diversification, or for the expansion of the firm, right? And it will lead to the growth and development, right? So this was a brief note on what was done in the previous classes. Well, now we shall understand what are the different types of working capital available. So the first working capital is that the net working capital. Now what does net working capital talk about? See, now you all are aware about what is working capital is all about. Working capital is nothing but the funds which is required to run day-to-day operations smoothly. In that, net working capital is all about, it is nothing but the difference between the current assets and the current liabilities, where net working capital gives the current assets minus a current liabilities. It is nothing but the excess of non-current liabilities and the non-current assets, right? So it is nothing but the excess of the current assets over the current liabilities. That talks about the net working capital. Next up, what you have is the gross working capital. See, gross working capital note is the amount of funds which is invested in the various components of current assets, where gross is something where here the due importance is given towards the current assets, rather taking into consideration the current liabilities. And here the total investment to be made in current asset talks about the type of gross working capital. All right. Moving forward, we have permanent working capital. Now what does permanent working capital talk about? See, it is permanent working capital is also known as fixed working capital or the hard core working capital. Here it is nothing but a capital which is required by the short term financial requirement, that is throughout its existence. And next up you have something called the temporary working capital. Now, what does temporary working capital talk about? See, temporary working capital is nothing but the variable working capital, right? So here what happens, an organization, it should be like ready to maintain both the fixed working capital. As I've told you, permanent. The organization, just like how it focuses towards both, like a short-term goals and a long-term goals, likewise, it should always give due importance for both fixed working capital as well as towards the variable working capital. Whereas the temporary working capital, it is a capital that which is required in order to meet the temporary financial requirements, that is for a short period of time, right? So the next step what you have is a negative working capital. What does negative working capital mean? See, negative working capital is nothing but the excess of current liabilities. When your current liabilities, I mean to say, the amount what you have to pay to the outsiders is more than what you own. That is the current assets. That talks about the negative working capital. And when can you see such kind of the situation when a firm is under the financial crisis, when the company is facing any kind of like financial crisis, any kind of financial distress is there, right? Then this kind of a thing like negative working capital will be the impact. Next up you have optimum working capital. See, optimum talks about the best utilization. Never use the term maximum. Maximum can end up being exploitation of the resources. So optimum talks about the best utilization of the funds on the day to day operations. So it is nothing but the ideal working capital where the organization has to maintain, right? So optimum working capital, it depends upon the nature of business, and it is going to vary from one organization to another. See, I've told you this example also, right? See, when you take up the service sector and when you take up the service sector and the manufacturing sector, where do you think the working capital will play a vital role? Of course, in the manufacturing, because there you will have to, procure the raw material, that is in terms of money, man, the materials, isn't it? And there it's more of, the variable cost or involved there. So again, your working capital, it depends upon the nature, it depends upon the type of the business, and you have tools like, the current ratio, acid test ratio, right, which is also known as the quick ratio or the liquid ratio. They are used in order to determine the optimum working capital. That's how the things are going to work. Next up you have reserve working capital. See, reserve working capital is nothing but a portion of your funds will be kept in form of a reserve, that is to meet any kind of at the time of any kind of needs or circumstances, or the uncertain contingencies the firm is going to maintain. Well, the next step what you have is a balance sheet working capital. What does balance sheet working capital talk about? See, the balance sheet working capital, it is one of the type which is calculated from the items that which is going to like appear in the balance sheet. So the name itself tells you, right? Here the gross working capital and the net working capital can be the example of the balance sheet of working capital. And next up what you have is a cash working capital. Now what is cash working capital? See, cash working capital is one which is calculated from the items which are like appearing in the profit and a loss account. It is going to show the real flow of money, how it is going to flow. And this particular cash working capital, it considers the concept of a time, a value of money. You are going to invest 10,000 today, as on today 2020. By 2021 2022, what will be the impact, how your money is going to grow? The time value of money is always considered here, and is considered like to be most a realistic approach in the working capital management. The last one what you have is the operating cycle working capital management. It is also called as current cycle, or the cash cycle, current asset cycle or the cash cycle, where operating cycle, it is a process of where you are going to convert the cash back to cash. How easily you can do it. It's something like liquidity, that which ensures the factor of a liquidity. And the operating cycle, it is the sum of the time duration which is involved. What is the time duration you as a firm you would take in order to convert the cash to raw materials, like raw materials to work in progress to finished goods, right? What is the duration you are going to take in that particular operating cycle? Debtors to cash, a finished goods to debtors, or the accounts receivable, right? So this is all about the different types of working capital. Fine. Networking is something where it determines about the current assets minus current liabilities. Whatever the value get, that is termed to be net working. Gross working is something where it talks about the amount of funds which is invested in the various components of the current assets. Whereas permanent, it is also called as fixed working capital, wherein it is required by the short term financial requirements, that is throughout its existence. Temporary is opposite of the permanent, which is a variable in nature. It is not like all the time you will have the stable working capital. It is variable in nature, and it is required in order to meet the temporary financial requirements, that is on the short period. Negative is something when you have a lot more of current liabilities over the current asset. What you owe is less than what you owe, from others. That is very important. Your current liability is something which is payable to the outsiders. When that is more than what you own, that talks about the negative working capital. Optimum as well talks about the best utilization of your working capital, the ideal working capital of an organization that the company has to maintain. And again, it depends upon the nature, the type of the business. you know if you're into a manufacturing concern, you will have to depend more upon the working capital management on day-to-day basis. You will have to go for a purchasing of raw materials, hiring of the potential employees to get the work done, isn't it? It's very important. Next up is a reserve working capital. It is segregated, that is in order to meet any kind of, what do I say, the uncertain contingencies in the future. And balance sheet is something which is calculated from the items which is going to appear on the balance sheet. Fine. So the gross as well as net working capital can be the example of balance sheet. And then you have cash, where it is said to be more realistic approach because it's going to appear in the profit and loss account, whereas the cash working capital is going to show the real flow of money, how the money is going to flow. And I'm talking about the flow of money. It talks about what's the cash inflow and what's the cash outflow, and it is going to consider the factor of time value of money. The last one, operating cycle, where it talks about what's the duration that is involved in order to convert the cash into like raw materials. Example, raw materials to work in progress to finished goods. If I take a finished goods, then to that, to debtors or to accounts receivable, what is the duration between these two tasks? I have procured the raw materials. What's the duration between that and work in progress? I have already started my working, I have already started my production. What's the duration I am going to take in order to finish that particular production aspect, right? So these are the different types of working capital.